Dear not my neighbor, I don't know you, but I hate you. So don't use your marketing knowledge to talk about the Hogwarts Legacy drama. Signed, a stranger. Okay, stranger, I won't talk about the Hogwarts Legacy drama. According to the Steam top selling chart, Hogwarts Legacy is now selling so fast that the developers are at this moment writing an apology for when the game releases and it's full of bugs. So do it like I do it for any game that releases nowadays. Buy a bug spray and just spray to remove all the bugs. Now let's get back to the topic at hand. For those of you who don't know or missed the news, Hogwarts Legacy is being tagged by activists accusing the game of transphobia. They are tagging the game with tags such as capitalism, World War II setting, not safe for work, psychological horror. So let me get this straight. You've got this rich Hogwarts divided into class with a few orgies here and there and a World War II setting, and all of it is marinating in psychological horror. I don't know for you, but that seems like a pretty awesome game to me. They could have said the game could cause blindness or severe epilepsy, something life-threatening, you know? But hey, what do I know? Anyway, due to this negative publicity, the game is now selling at a fast rate. But why exactly? It's simple, really. It's because people don't know what Hogwarts Legacy is. Yes, we've seen the trailers, we've seen the gameplays, but we don't know what it feels like to play the game. We don't know the nature of the game. Like one night stands, we've seen and explored the insides of many people, but we don't know who they are from the inside until we spend time with them. When it comes to product and services, people need to know more about you in order to accept the negative publicities. Thus, if a product is unknown, then negative publicity cannot hurt it. Let's take, for example, a new game. And this game is accused of having pedophilic content. People will still buy it, whether it be true, whether the rumors are true or not. Hitler's book, Mein Kampf, is accused of having the capability of transforming people into Nazis. And yet people are still buying it because they are curious and they don't know what's inside and would like to find out. Once I was accused of farting a fart so powerful that I lost my group of friends. But within 10 minutes, they returned, like I never supposedly farted. Isn't the human mind fascinating? However, if the product is known or popular and negative publicity surrounds it and pecks at its flesh, then the contrary will happen. The sales of the product will decline, and as well as its reputation. Let's take Witcher 4 as an example. Let's say CD Projekt Red releases Witcher 4 the day after tomorrow, and the first review for it gives it a 3 out of 10 because the story and gameplay is worse. The story and gameplay are worse than kicking a toothpick under your toenail. Some people will still buy it, will still buy the game, but most would not. And CD Projekt Red would be losing so much money that they would consider OnlyFans. Now, one drawback of this type of publicity is its duration. Negative publicity tends to be really short term. For example, CD Projekt Red has been accused of transphobia before, but now nobody remembers, at least until the next accusation. Same thing with this Hogwarts Legacy drama. And in a week, it will be erased from people's mind. Me personally, I prefer positive publicity over negative ones because it will stay in people's minds for far longer. However, from what I've heard, seen, and read, capturing attention and creating awareness for your game is extremely difficult in the video game industry. So, if you do use it, I'm not going to judge you. However, let me give you some advice. First, create only one negative publicity per new game. Otherwise, if you have too much negativity flowing around your product, it's the value of said product will eventually lower. It will be lowered by the customer, and you don't want that. Second, use the negative publicity closer to the release date. That way, when the attention starts to wane because of when people starts to forget because of the negative publicity, you can use the positive publicity to revitalize attention. And finally, the third one, be careful of what type of negative publicity that you want to have around your game. I'm not saying this because I want you to be afraid of offending people, since whatever you're going to do is going to offend people anyway in this life. What I'm saying is there are negative publicity that you cannot come back from. So my advice, use a very light one. For example, let's say you have a game that's coming out in 2 weeks from now, and you spread the rumor that you have to pay to save in the game. That's pretty light. That's pretty light. But do not go outside dressed as a shooter to advertise your violent game. That will be too far. Too far. Well, that's all I have for today. If you like this type of content, please consider subscribe, and I'll see you next time.